Hey guys, so it is Wednesday, May 6th, and I have my flight to London tonight. So I am getting ready to head through the door. I packed up all my stuff and I am ready to go. So we are going on a trip. After a long 8-hour flight, I finally arrived in London, got to my hotel and took a quick nap before venturing out because I did not want to waste my evening. So my first stop was Leicester Square. It was nice. It was very beautiful. I was just in awe of the architecture. There was a lot of entertainment going on, a lot of cool restaurants and shops there. So I walked around and explored a little bit. And then I made my way up to Covent Garden. Covent Garden was more shops, even more little boutiques and stuff, even like live performances, like dancers, like street dancers, artists playing instruments and singing. It was a nice vibe. It was really cute there. I really loved it. I walked around and visited some of the shops as well, took a few pictures. I was dying for like a telephone booth picture, so I finally got one and I was happy. So even though I was super tired and jet lagged, it was amazing. It is like 50 degrees outside, but it is so beautiful here. I love it. I'm currently in Covent Garden and it is so beautiful. There's a bunch of shops and it is just pretty, very nice, very cool evening. So we're just stopping by here before dinner. So after all that walking, I stopped by the Wellington on Strand for dinner. I had the chicken schnitzel. It was really good. It was a nice atmosphere. I really loved it. Really chill, really elegant, beautiful restaurant. After that, I headed back to the hotel to get some sleep. So it is day 2 in London. I didn't really film much yesterday because I was way too tired. But after I arrived around 12, and then by the time I got to the hotel it was like 2:30 and I was able to check in, and I got a little bit of a nap because I only got like 3 hours sleep on the plane. My flight was 8 hours, so I took a little power nap when I got to the hotel. And then in the evening I went out on a walk to I think it's Holborn and Covent Garden. Really beautiful place. Took some pictures and I'm about to go walk around. We're gonna see Westminster Abbey and some other popular spots here in London, so let's go. This is the outfit for today. Jeans and a blue sweater with layers under. This is my hair, a little bracelets on, and my watch. Simple. It is 49 degrees outside. It's super cold, so I'm gonna put a jacket over this. I got off the train at St. James Park and met up with my tour group, and the tour guide took us around Westminster Abbey, and the whole time he was telling us the history of the place. Anytime I travel to a new country, I'm always very excited to learn about the history and culture of the place. And England has such a rich history. So learning about Westminster Abbey, seeing the historical buildings was absolutely amazing. I loved it. So I learned a lot on this morning. Our tour guide, he was very knowledgeable. He spoke of William the Conqueror, so I learned a great deal of England's history. Then we walked around some more. We went to Parliament Square and I saw like the rest of Westminster Abbey. I didn't realize how huge it was. And then then in Parliament Square you have statues of historical figures, including like Nelson Mandela and all that. I saw Parliament Building. I got to see the Big Ben. Yes, that's what I was looking forward to. After that, we made our way over to Buckingham Palace through St. James Park. What amazed me was how walkable everything was, like how close everything was in proximity. I didn't get to see the changing of the guards, but I got to see the horses and carriages because I believe they were rehearsing for the King's birthday, so that was pretty cool. After the tour, I made my way over to Fortnum and Mason. I've always heard of this shop. It is 3 stories tall and it is so full of biscuits, different types of teas, Turkish delights, candies, chocolates, girl. It is so overwhelming. I wanted to buy something to bring back home and I could not choose, but I eventually picked up a box of biscuits and ginger tea because I love ginger tea, but they have so many stuff in there. So if you're looking for souvenirs, this is definitely a place to stop. Also, if you need to use a bathroom, you can go in and use their bathroom. It's free of charge. Nobody's bothering you. Upstairs, they have like cute picnic baskets, tea sets. It can be a little pricey, so just keep that in mind, but it's quality stuff. After shopping, I explored Trafalgar Square. Now, I learned that Trafalgar Square is basically the heart of the London's equivalent to Broadway. I didn't know this, so on my next trip, I am definitely gonna see a show here. After that, I made my way over to the London Eye. I saw this on TikTok and I've been wanting to go on the London Eye. So before hopping on, I grabbed a quick bite. Okay, still in London. It is a little bit after 12. It's like 12:41 p.m. and I have to say London is so beautiful. So beautiful. I went on a walking tour with a group this morning. We went to Westminster Abbey, saw Buckingham Palace, saw the changing of the guards, all that good stuff. And now I am starving, so I'm gonna try to find a nice little spot to eat at. Try to look around, see if I see anything familiar.
Welcome to the London Eye. Are you ready to be part of London's skyline? Whilst you're enjoying the amazing views, the ride might stop briefly at times just to help other guests get on. This is totally normal.
I've always wanted to have an afternoon tea experience, so I went to Brown's Afternoon Tea and Bar. It was a beautiful, elegant atmosphere, really nice. I got the mint tea. I didn't get milk with it, I just used sugar. And they serve like a 3-tier shelf with different pastries and sweets and stuff, so it's like a mix of sweet and savory, and apparently you're supposed to eat it in order, but I didn't. I just picked up whatever I felt like eating, but it was a really fun experience. I would do it again. I would definitely come back here on my next trip. So I crossed that off my bucket list. I had tea in London. So yeah, this is where I pretty much stopped vlogging for the day, and then I went back to my hotel. And if you want to see more of my London trip, stay tuned for part 2. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with all of my videos.